What if it's a close game?
You mentioned well, now we're getting to a close game.
Now we're playing horseshoes. We're just trying
right. That NFC East, definitely a surprise. The NFL's lone undefeated team is in that division. 2 teams at 4-1. The NFC East is not the NFC least anymore. And Danny, when you look at this Giants roster, how banged up they are, how impressed are you with the job that Brian Daboll has done so far?
He's done a phenomenal job with this team. And I think the moment that he won over this team was week 1 against the Tennessee Titans, when he decided to go for the win as opposed to playing for the tie and taking it to overtime. And it wasn't even that great of a play. I mean, it should have been stopped by the Titans, except Saquon Barkley happened. And oh, by the way, that is another huge reason why the Giants are kind of back in this position and having some success, is because Saquon Barkley feels like he's back and fully healthy for the first time. Daniel Jones, we knew Brian Daboll was going to be a quarterback guy, someone that come in and help Daniel Jones. He's eliminating some of his mistakes, trying to force the ball, coughing it up, putting it on the ground. But I think this team believes in their coach, and this is the team I think that really has more momentum coming in at this point in the season. And yeah, I know it was in London, but that's a good Green Bay team and one of the best quarterbacks we've seen that they were able to get done.
Great one.
Yeah.
Really good win.
Dude, you talked about the Jets kind of building on both sides. Like, that's what I've seen from the Giants. Andrew Thomas is playing as maybe the best left tackle in the NFL right now. They're more physical up front. The protection's been better, but it's no secret why Saquon Barkley is leading the league right now in scrimmage yards. He's been phenomenal. That offensive line's been phenomenal, and the defense has bowed up a little bit too. They're a top 10 defense right now in the NFL.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Culture matters, right?
Yeah.
Coaching matters. Brian Daboll, we saw what he did with Josh Allen. There was a lot of question marks about him when he came out of college. Daniel Jones, he's got him to eliminating some of those big mistakes. He's been efficient with the ball. And we know he had the ankle injury, but it seemed like the ankle was fine in London. I mean, buying time with his legs. Darius Slayton, welcome back to the New York Giants. He was big, over 70 yards receiving for them. Saquon Barkley, we talked about it, averaging 5.5 yards per carry. It's funny what happens when it's contract year, right, Brady? You play really hard. Even if you're banged up, you still want to go out there. But he's been phenomenal. But Wink Martindale and his defense, like you said, to me, that's the big question. Because everybody knows his system, right? He used to blitz a lot, put his corners on man. He switched things up this year. He's going a lot more zone coverage. They're playing well. They're getting contributions from guys like Jalen Smith, who they literally got off the street. He's playing really well. I mean, Dexter Lawrence has played really well. Leonard Williams has been hurt. If he comes back with him and Dexter Lawrence inside, this team could be a team that's dangerous in the NFC East. And we talked about it, right? Culture matters and momentum matters, right? When you start putting together some wins, you start believing. Even though their roster doesn't look crazy on paper, those guys start believing in each other. They believe in their coach, like you said, Danny. They might be dangerous to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys. I'm not saying they could overtake them in the East, but they could be a thorn in the side for sure.
No doubt.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.